Hi, this is Donnie. Welcome once again to the Rave.com. I'm here with Chris and Daniel of The Devil Wears Prada.
Hello.
Hello.
How you guys doing today so far?
Good. Pretty cold. Not cold in here though, so
Yeah,
I'm great.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
nice and
it's
warm in
great
here
in here.
with the lighting and stuff like that. You guys just started the tour, correct? November 1st was the start of this tour?
Yeah, we're like a week or so in.
Yeah, a week or so in so far. Started in Pittsburgh and
Started
kinda doing the
Pittsburgh, so
Midwest
East
area.
Coast, and you're just now getting to the Midwest.
Yep.
Have you guys played Chicago yet? You guys just did House of Blues too,
Yeah,
correct?
that was a great show.
Yeah, that
Pretty
was
cool.
yesterday or
It was like 2 shows ago.
2 days ago?
Yeah.
We had Wisconsin Metal Fest yesterday, so 2 days in a row of extreme metal and stuff like that here. So I'm a metalhead, so it's awesome. So I'm sure a lot of fans watching too. Some probably were even here yesterday and probably be back today. So you just started a tour. Your new record 818 came out. That's what you're doing support for this tour right here. It came out September, correct? Of just a
Yeah, September 17th, I think.
September 17th. Is anything new on this record? What can fans come to expect from this record now? For the fan stuff. What?
I was gonna say, I think vocally, we went in a different direction on this record for sure. And then just overall in general, we've always tried to have like a pretty steady progression towards like a more, I wouldn't say adult, but like a more cohesive sound, I guess.
Yeah.
Something that everybody can understand rather than our very at the time when we started, I would say eclectic ADD fans
Yeah.
liked. So I think we've definitely matured in that sense, and you can definitely see it on this record.
You talking about like the songwriting and stuff like that, and the lyrics and everything.
Definitely,
or
definitely.
just
To be honest, all aspects, and I mean, even in our touring, I think we've definitely figured out ways to write a set to where it's not just all crazy
Yeah.
metal songs
Yeah.
playing the hits.
Yeah.
Like that's cool to see a band play all the hits and stuff that you like, but as far as our touring goes, we try to like make the show have different feel,
ebb and flow
throughout-
of
exactly.
the ups and downs. Yeah.
So, and we didn't used to do that when we first started. I think that's more of like a new thing that we've learned to
Yeah.
do.
We're playing a lot of songs on this one that we like want to play versus all the ones that necessarily are more popular per se. So we
Do
do
you
a
feel
lot
like
of
it's a struggle? I'm sorry. You feel
No.
that struggle sometimes that fans, there's songs that they want to hear, but you're an artist. You like to play certain things. You feel like sometimes you have to play what you don't want to play. You know what I mean? So to speak.
Yeah, it seems like sometimes the fans like to pick the songs that we are least likely to pick.
Yeah. Yeah.
They like the songs that have all singing in them or something. Versus we only have one song that's like that. Somehow that's everyone's favorite song.
Yeah.
Obviously. So.
That means you got to do more of that then.
But
Yeah, I guess
we
so.
played those songs too. So
Yeah.
this is I like this tour a lot just because we have enough music now in our catalog to pick all songs that we like.
Yeah.
I think we're up to like 50 something songs now or
How
so.
do you pick through all that? I don't-
You abandon the old records
Yeah.
completely.
yeah. What's the significance of 818 or for like any meaning behind that?
Specifically, it's referring to Romans 8:18, which is actually in our intro. We have kind of like a looping thing of them, of voices saying it, but it's I believe along the lines. It's talking about suffering, present suffering, and future glory, essentially. So basically saying that, like, I don't know, it can be fitted in a non-religious way by saying, stick it out and you'll reap the benefits
Yeah.
of, hardships now and will
Yeah.
pay off later. That's kind of the generalized,
Condensed.
version of it.
Right. That was actually give me my next question. Segue into that. You guys consider Christian metal or whatever, right? Correct. Do you feel like your fan base could be bigger if you didn't say that? Even though you still were Christian, like you didn't, say that. Do you think feel like the fan base would be even bigger? Do you think it is what it is, and that's
I think it is what it is, and actually, I do kind of feel sometimes that people would be a little bit less what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit less critical of our band.
Yeah.
If we
I'm sure you
weren't
have some
a cri-
people that just want to point the finger just because.
Yeah, and regardless of if they've heard our songs or not, they just automatically are like, oh, Christian band, oh, that band sucks.
I
They
think some
suck.
people do write that off right away when they hear that. Like it's a
Yeah.
stigma to some bands.
And it sucks because, like, to me, I listen to bands that are political or whatever
Mm-hmm.
that I don't necessarily agree with their political stance, but I don't write them off instantly.
I was just talking about
just
Ted
listen-
Nugent the other day. I love Ted Nugent, but like his political stance like drives me nuts. It's like I just want to hear the music too, and sometimes you know what I mean. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I'm sure you'll still listen to it. Put them on every once in a
Oh
while. Give
yeah,
'em the benefit
love
of
Ted
without a
Nugent.
doubt. So yeah, it sucks that I feel like over time I do think that people are starting to give us a chance, and they've heard our name, and we've stuck around long enough throughout all of the gimmick bands
Yeah,
before us
yeah.
that
Gain
kind
that
of fell
respect and that.
through.
Yeah.
And I think now that we finally got to the point where we can be like, all right, we've established ourselves and we're a little bit more mature, and we like people finally will give us a chance now,
Yeah.
regardless of our stance or beliefs.
I think it's kind of like that, the Christian thing mixed with the fact that our band is called The Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah.
Throws a lot of people
That
off
doesn't
too.
help.
Like,
That's
Ma-
a segue to my next question.
Yeah.
Obviously, your name was before even the movie came out and stuff like that. I read though that like The Devil Wears Prada, you were saying like possessions do not control you basically, and like when you come to meet your maker and stuff like that, like obviously none of that stuff matters. Like that
Yeah.
strikes a chord with me. I like that saying stuff like that. Who came up with that? Was that as a band or?
that was just us kind of like taking the name The Devil Wears Prada and disassociating it with the movie in the book and that like meaning of it, and just kind of like putting our own to it because we knew people were going to ask us about
Yeah,
it.
I'm
So
sure you're like, oh, I'm sick of hearing that.
yeah. And so I mean, we don't really necessarily like have to explain that much
I like the
anymore.
meaning behind
It's
it. It's
just
a really
like-
cool meaning and stuff like that.
It was just like finding a name for your band is so hard,
I know.
and it's just like all of our favorite bands. Like there's just
As I Lay Dying, Hot
We-
Water Music.
Yeah.
we just didn't think anyone would
Across
like
5 Aprils.
really know that it was a book, and then it just happened to become extremely popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Could just say you had a dartboard, you had 10 names, and
exactly, yeah. we were forced. Somebody
Yeah.
told us we had to be
Yeah.
called that.
Yeah.
Meryl
Streep.
yeah. You big
our
fans of
buddy.
Meryl Streep?
Huge
yeah,
fans.
yeah.
Anne Hathaway.
Any new projects in the works besides, like, obviously your new record just came out and stuff, but is there anything else you guys are working on, DVDs, acoustic things, or anything, that the fans might not know about yet, or?
Our singer just put out a book.
I was just reading that. You guys have it downstairs in the merch booth,
Yeah,
right?
it's actually a really cool idea. We have a song on the new album called Home for Grave, which is like the lyrics are in itself a short fictional story just about a man becoming complacent with being normal, like becoming okay with the complacency of normalcy and all that. And the book is just the full version of that story. So it is a book based upon a song, which is kind of cool.
So you just decided one day, I'm going to write this story kind of thing?
Yeah, I
think
think
so.
he wants to be an author, and it was just a creative idea. It's his second book he's put out. So the
second.
the
Okay.
first book was called 1.5 Hearts, and this new one is called Home for Grave. The first one was just basically him going through every single line of our last album and explaining what he meant by that. Like, so just saying like, this line means this line means this. When we recorded this song, this is what I was thinking. This is what I was feeling. So
Which is cool. But I also, like, that songwriter, whoever it may be, like, that's what they meant to them. Sometimes people, like, feel different meanings to it. And I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Because,
I do
like,
that
to
even.
everyone, experiences different things. Everyone comes from different walks of life and stuff like that. And sometimes I don't even want to know what the songwriter really, meant by it. I know what he means to me,
Yeah.
So.
I completely agree sometimes.
Yeah. So we were just talking, this is your 7th time. Now you've been here 6 times already. So you guys have a favorite story about the place? Any ghost stories here or anything like that? Everyone always talks about wanting to see the pool and stuff. I don't know if you guys have any stories here.
We may have snuck into the pool before, but
most definitely have.
Yeah. So you've seen the pool already?
yeah.
It was like the first big show we ever did, I think.
What
Yeah.
was the
here.
first?
Okay, so it was Silverstein. I Killed the Prom Queen. I think that's who we were like filling in for just one show. I forget what tour it was, but I remember I was still in high school. I think I was a junior in high school, and I
Really?
had to like, yeah, I'm only 25 now, so
Wow.
we did our first 2 years as a band. I was in regular high school,
Yeah.
and so must have been on a
We
weekend.
drove. It was on a weekend. We drove from like Ohio because we all lived in Ohio at the
yeah.
time,
Yeah.
and
I just remember being like, what do we do? Where do we put our stuff? Like,
I remember we were really late because we drove through Chicago traffic to
Oh,
get
yeah.
here, and we were like freaking out because it's like first big
There's
show.
no way to avoid it through Ohio.
Like every other show we played is like 100 or 200 people, and they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, we're expecting about 1,200 to 1,500 people, and we're like, what?
yeah.
How?
Yeah.
it was really
And-
cool,
but
though.
yeah, it was an awesome
That's cool you guys
show.
remember that kind of stuff too. Where you come from, kind of thing. Like, I like when bands, kind of remember where they come from. Like as you guys definitely just keep building. The fan base keeps growing and stuff like that, and it's cool to see.
That show actually taught me a lot because of Silverstein. The band Silverstein taught me kind of the way that I treat people that we tour with, because
Yeah.
like that was our first big show ever, and they invited us. They didn't even know us, and they were like, "Hey, come on our bus," and they like gave us pizza and
That's
stuff,
cool.
and like
yeah,
they were just
camaraderie of it,
rad
the brotherhood
dudes.
of it. Yeah.
And we were like, "You don't even know us." So
Yeah.
like now, anytime we play with people, I'm like, "I got
Yeah.
pizza. You
Yeah,
want
yeah,
pizza?"
you got some pizza, yeah. Universal touring thing, food, pizza, all the time. Yeah. So easy to get.
Too much pizza.
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
There's a lot of pizza on tour.
Ryan, is there anything else you'd like to tell the fans before we let you get out of here and rock it tonight?
Well, I was going to talk about pizza, but we already went there. So
Yeah.
Grab 818 if you can. Thanks for supporting us.
Well, again, thank you guys for Devil Wears Prada tonight at the Rave. We appreciate it. Thank you for your
Cool, yeah,
time.
thank you.
For more interviews like this, check out therave.com. Devils Wear Prada.